Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we are super happy to have you here, and we just ask that you bring an open mind and heart to your listening experience and to be prepared to explore vantage points that I'm convinced will help shift or solidify your current understanding of the ultimate nature of reality in a way that is extremely empowering. Speaking of exploring powerful perspectives, I'm super excited to announce the release of my very first book, The Golden Key: Modern Alchemy to Unlock Infinite Abundance. If you're ready to alchemize the circumstances in your life so that your abundance expands to an entirely new level in 2021, head over to goldenkey.gift to download the audio or ebook as my gift to you by using the code POSITIVEHEAD. All right, all you positive heads, welcome. Here we grow again. It is a magical Monday here in the studio as I record, and I am so grateful to be back with you guys as always. How's everyone doing? Everyone navigating all of the wild weirdness that is life in physicality? You guys doing it well? I hope you're all out there speaking your truth. I know I've been speaking mine. I continue to speak mine. And I find anytime that I don't, it is costly. And so I wanted to talk about that today, actually, because I was talking about this topic with a friend a bit earlier. And we were talking about scenarios where, he's talking about his scenario in life compared to mine. And he made something, a comment like, well, you're lucky that you're not beholden to someone else. And, use the example of staying at someone else's property, right? And that is allowing you to stay at their house. And then as a result of that, you then feel, him feeling beholden to, whatever that person wants from them energetically, to, whether it's just time and attention, whether it's, well, in this case, let's say it's time and attention, right? So, what I was saying in response was like, look, the most important thing, let's say that someone wants something from you that you just don't have the bandwidth for in that moment. Like they want a lot of time and attention and energy from you for something, and you are exhausted, tired. Not speaking your truth is the worst offense that you can ever make anywhere. And so many people hold their tongue. You've probably heard the saying, speak the truth even if your voice trembles. And so often it's quiet our voice and play small so others feel more comfortable. And you're not doing anyone any favors when you don't say what you truly are feeling. And, I know for me, it's easy to do, obviously, right? Like sometimes it's just easier to just go along with what someone's wanting. And it's so easy, especially for those of us who are listening to this podcast. You're in your heart a lot. You're empathic, you're loving, you really care about others. And the most important thing is that your cup is full before you start giving of yourself to others. And, if you're in the habit ever of sort of hiding your light or playing small because someone else expects you to, or, if I tell my family member that I'm, attracted to the same sex, that's a big common one in our society, right? Where people have that sort of, someone gay who's scared to come out, or whatever your truth is, speak the truth even if your voice trembles. And here's the thing, what is the intention of what you're doing, right? This is what I talk about in The Golden Key often, right at the very beginning. And I talk about a lot on the show often, is your intent. If you want to know the outcome of what you're doing, what is the intention when you're setting out and doing it? And so, yes, it's important to to follow the other gates of speech. You guys may have heard this as well. The 4 gates before you speak. Is it truthful? The one we're mainly talking about. Is it necessary to say? Is it the appropriate time? And is it a kind thing to say? Can you say it with love? And these are the things like, so, yes, there is a time to obviously this takes some nuance and understanding. Is this the right time? Because if I go in, maybe it's not, I don't have the time to go into everything that goes along with this truth. I have 5 minutes to, talk to my parents about coming out, right? And then I got to go somewhere. No, probably not the right time. So, but passing through these 4 gates, and is it truthful, being the most important. And if you want to know the outcome of what it is that you're doing, then look at the intention. And if your intention is to be true, how can it lead you wrong? And that's the thing I was saying with my friend is if you look at this idea and say, okay, I'm scared because I'm beholden to someone, that if I speak my truth, then I seem, maybe inconsiderate or not grateful for, what they're doing for me. And this happens all the time where people, even try and set up that power dynamic so that, here, I've got, I'm going to give this to you. So you're dependent on me. So now I can subject you to whatever I want and whatever I think. And if you choose to speak your truth with these things in mind and timing, speaking from love and all of these things, then the end result, even in my friend's case, you just spoke your truth and now I don't like you anymore, or I'm mad that it doesn't go along with what I wanted. I'm going to kick you out of my place. Okay. What was your intention? Your intention was pure. It was good. That is going to lead you where you're supposed to be. So what if you hadn't spoke your truth and you stayed in this place, in this condition that you aren't happy with, and as a result, you missed the opportunity that would have come, the opportunity that would have come from needing a new place to stay, let's say in this example. Necessity is the mother of invention, right? So all of a sudden it causes you to go and find a new place and you have to find something and, okay, I don't know where I'm going to go, but I know my intention was pure and I was being truthful. Whew, I can relax because now I know the universe will provide what and where I'm supposed to go next. Oh, look at this. This opportunity I could have never foreseen came up. Now you meet the person you're supposed to meet next. It's always going to lead you to the good place. So instead of trying to second guess, to be truthful or not, what if you make it your mission to speak the truth, even if your voice trembles, do it tempered with love and compassion, and watch the results that you get for yourself. I have no doubt that this will lead you exactly where you're meant to go. So I have a clip here that I found from Jordan Peterson, and I know he's been a character that's gotten a lot of attention in recent years. I've only heard very little from him, so I don't know a lot about his ideology or, it's one of those things where I'm not even sure what everything that he talks about. I've heard a little bits here and there. I know this 4-minute clip is potent and powerful, and I absolutely loved everything I heard. So the title of it is Speak Your Truth or Pay the Price. Take a listen.
Your capacity for speech is divine. It's the thing that generates order from chaos. Don't underestimate the power of truth. There's nothing more powerful. Now, in order to speak what you might regard as the truth, you have to let go of the outcome. You have to think, all right, I'm going to say what I think, stupid as I am, biased as I am, ignorant as I am. I'm going to state what I think as clearly as I can, and I'm going to live with the consequences no matter what they are. That's an element of faith. The idea is that nothing brings a better world into being than the stated truth. Now, you might have to pay a price for that, but that's fine. You're going to pay a price for every bloody thing you do and everything you don't do. You don't get to choose to not pay a price. You get to choose which poison you're going to take. That's it. So if you're going to stand up for something, stand up for your truth. It'll shape you because people will respond and object and tell you why you're a fool and a biased moron and why you're ignorant. And then if you listen to them, you'll be just that much less like that the next time you say something. And if you do that for 5 years, You'll be so damn tough and articulate and able to communicate and withstand pressure that you won't even recognize yourself. And then you'll be a force to contend with. It is not safe to speak, and it never will be. But the thing you got to keep in mind is that it's even less safe not to speak, right? It's a balance of risks. It's like you want to pay the price for being who you are and stating your mode of being in the world, or do you want to pay the price for being a bloody serf, one that's enslaved him or herself? Well, that's a major price, man. That thing unfolds over decades, and you'll just be a miserable worm at the end of about 20 years of that, right? No self-respect, no power, no ability to voice your opinions, nothing left but resentment because everyone's against you, because of course you've never stood up for yourself. It's like, say what you think carefully, pay attention to your words. The price is, it's a price you want to pay if you are willing to believe that truth is the cornerstone of society. And in the most real sense, if you're willing to take that leap, then tell the truth and see what happens. And nothing better could possibly happen to you. There'll be ups and downs, and there'll be pushback, and there'll be controversy and all of that, but it doesn't matter. It's like, wake up, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. That's a start. You know 1,000 people. You're going to know more than that over the course of your life, but let's say 1,000 for the sake of argument for now. They know 1,000 people. That means that you're one person away from 1,000,000 people and 2 persons away from 1,000,000,000 people. And you're the center of that network. And now the way networks work is that information propagates in a networked manner. So don't underestimate the power of your speech. So the people have an inchoate longing to have the sort of thing that we're talking about articulated. And so don't be thinking you're alone. It's just that people can't talk, they're afraid to talk, or they don't know what to say. And those are real problems. So if you're reasonably articulate, like, start talking and sharpen yourself up. I mean, the enemy is a cloud. They're a cloud of gnats. They're only courageous in groups. They're only courageous in mobs. If you stand your ground and don't apologize and articulate things properly, they'll disperse around you like they're not even there. So most of it's illusion. So don't be afraid, but be afraid of the right thing. And the right thing you should be afraid of is not saying what you say, because that's the same as not being. And here you are, suffering away. You might as well be at the same time. At least then there's something to you. The truth is what redeems the world from hell. And that's the truth.
Speak your truth or pay the price. Your voice is divine. It brings order from chaos. Wow. Truly, you're spelling. You're casting a spell with your words. If you're holding your words, you're subjected to powerlessness, right? So, don't ever underestimate the power of truth. Let go of the outcome. I'll live with the consequences, he said. Man, he had so many good one-liners in there. Nothing brings a better world in than the truth. You don't get to choose not to pay a price for speaking and being and showing up, no matter how that is. So why would you not align with what is authentic? For me, if I'm being authentic, I know I can rest well knowing I did it's that feeling you have when, man, you show up for something and even if it didn't go the way you wanted, I did my best, right? And, like he said, you get to choose which poison. It's not ever going to be completely safe to make any kind of move, to speak. But it's less safe to not speak. And he kind of ended it out with the truth is what redeems the world from hell. Like, wow, like so potent, so powerful. And you can hear this is someone who's worked on finding the confidence and courage to speak their truth unashamedly. And that is, so often what, we're afraid of is truly our own power and how, do I need to play small for this person? And if you're playing by someone else's rule or playing small for them, you're not doing anyone any favors at all. You think you're helping? No, you're contributing to the world being less than what it could be. If you're ever playing small and not speaking your truth, the world loses. So remember that one next time you think about not speaking your truth. And practice. Like he said, I love how he said, you can practice. You'll get good at it, right? You'll get good. You'll find out where, my delivery could use some work up. I wasn't as kind as I could be up, but you'll get good at it. Your voice will get stronger, less trembling and more knowing. It's like so many things once we step to do it. First, it can be so daunting. And then next thing you know, it's like, riding a bike. It's like, people always like, how do you do podcast and talk to yourself? And it's like riding a bike to me at this point, because I've done it so much, right? I get into that zone, that vibrational frequency where this stuff is coming through that feels like it wants to be born into the world, and you have it. We all have that voice. We all just want to be heard ultimately. And you're, like you said, if you're playing small, do that for 20 years and see what a just weak and sad and unfulfilled life it will lead you to. Speaking of speaking your truth, I just launched the Golden Game Keymasters Facebook group for all the people who read the Golden Key and wanted to continue to drum up the vibration of abundance that the book, sums up 25 years of deep exploration on the topic in about 3 hours to listen to, or 100 pages to read. You guys can get it yourself at goldenkey.gift. Use the code POSITIVEHEAD, all one word, to download or get access to the audio or ebook. And then if you're so inspired, come and play the golden game, and then join the Facebook group where we're just launching. Just fully turned it on today. I set it up a few weeks ago and we just turned it on. So looking for people to come in and speak their truth and help to elevate the vibration. For me, I shared my own personal story of abundance a week or so ago, where like the day the book launched, not only did an abundance of a healing of an old relationship, but it also led to $50,000 in financial abundance. Boom, just like that. It's like, this stuff is real. And it's funny, I was watching Gary Vaynerchuk, if you guys know him, talk about something similar. He's like, I tell everyone exactly what to do. I tell them exactly the formula that I've used to, he's one of the world's most notable entrepreneurs at this point, so successful. He's like, I tell all of you, he was talking to a live audience, I tell you guys what to do. I give you the path. And it's so interesting because 99% still won't do it. And it's just fascinating to me. Just like he said, it's fascinating that people just, and he's like, and then it got me to think why. And the why is people are scared to be seen, to really do they really want it? They're scared to have their voice really heard and really do what it takes to become the greatest and grandest version of themselves. And you have to ask yourself, why do I play kind of small? Why do I just dance around and dip my toes in the water a little bit? And I think at the end of the day, the dance with physicality and as humans is as human, spiritual beings having a human experience is us reclaiming the power that is our birthright, this our divine self. It's intimidating, this idea that we're one with the source consciousness that creates and animates all things. Like, I'm one with God, what, huh? I don't know, I'm a shriek from that power, like that's too much to think about. And it's like, meanwhile, it is speaking the truth, it is the truth of what you are at your core. Why would you run from your truth? So I hope to see some of you guys in the Facebook group. Once again, you can go to goldenkey.gift, get the book, and then you can also sign up for the game there as well and use code POSITIVEHEAD. Otherwise, I do have a song to leave you guys with. It is a remake of an MGMT song that I really, really like by Soul Rising, and it's called Kids. It even has a few lyrics in there that sort of relate to today's talk. So thought I would share. Hope you guys enjoy. Till next time, journey well. Love you so, so much.
You were a child, crawling on your knees, toting, making mama so proud. But your voice is too loud. We like to watch you laughing, picking insects off plants. No time to think of consequences. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. Control yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. The water is warm, but it's sending me shivers. A baby is born, crying out for attention, and memories fade like looking through a fog mirror. Decisions I made, and I